Hello, my name is Rebecca Wilkie and I run Rebecca Wilkie Weddings and Events, and welcome to the next stage in my Kickstarting Your Wedding Planning Process guide. The next stage that we're going to talk about today is all about putting together a timeline, a wedding timeline. When do things need to be done? When do you need to start planning your wedding? When do you need to start booking your suppliers? If you were to Google wedding timeline, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of posts will come up. There are lots and lots of websites out there, lots of big websites out there, and they will put together a wedding timeline for you, and they will say, this is what needs to be done 18 months before the wedding, this is what needs to be done 12 months before the wedding. Ignore them all. The lists are great that tells you what needs to be done, but you need to ignore the time period in which they're telling you to do those things in. If you're planning your wedding within 6 months, an 18-month timeline is absolutely no good for you. The other thing is that one of the things that all of those wedding timelines don't recognise is that some amazing suppliers and amazing venues get booked up years in advance. So the first thing I would do is get rid of all of the times, but keep the what they say to do as kind of like a checklist to remind you that these are all of the things that might need to be done. Ignore all of the advice that people give you as well. I'm working with couples who don't get married for another couple of years, and I know that they've got friends who are saying to them, you're not getting married for 2 years, what are you doing setting a date now, why are you booking things, it's all too much too soon. It isn't. It's really, really, really important to remember that some wedding venues are booked up 2 years in advance, some suppliers are booked up a couple of years in advance. So what I would do is, if you have a wedding supplier who you really want to work with in particular, if you have seen a florist who you think is absolutely amazing, or you've visited a venue and you think, right, this is where I want to get married, book them now, book them straight away. Do not wait until the wedding timeline or the people around you tell you to do it. Do it now. The sooner you get things booked in, the easier it is for you. You're not going to get to that 6-month period of time and try and book a florist only to find out that actually they don't have your date available. If you book them now, doesn't mean that you have to make decisions about what you want right now. What you can do is you can book them and you can pay your deposit to save that date. And when it comes to things like florists, you don't actually have to have that conversation with them until a couple of months beforehand about what it is that you want. Just get yourself in their diary. There is an amazing cake maker who lives around the corner from me, who works around the corner from me, and I know that she is absolutely booked up for next year. So if you were wanting her to make your wedding cake and you're getting married in 9 months' time, it isn't going to happen for you. She's taking bookings into next year and into the year after. So it is really, really important that if you find a supplier that you love, you find a supplier that you want, book them now. Forget all of those timelines. When you are thinking about the end of your timeline, don't set your wedding day as the final day. What you need to do is to have everything kind of booked, planned, arranged, sorted, final meetings happened, maybe a week before your wedding, because the week before your wedding you don't want to be thinking about all of those final details. That week before your wedding you want to have everything done and everything sorted already. So in those final few days, what you can do is you can just focus on you can just chill, you can just relax, you can go and have a facial, you can go and have your nails done, you can go and get your hair done. So you're not dashing around in those final few days. You just want to be able to relax, and you just want to be able to take a step back and think, right, that's it, we're done, and I'm going to enjoy my wedding day. I'm going to enjoy just getting married. I'm going to enjoy us just being together. So that is my wedding timeline. So I hope you find that useful, and I hope that you will join me for the next instalment. Take care and bye for now.